May I see your license, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem. Hang on just 1 second. Will this work for you? I can't seem to find my license, but...
You have a good day, sir.
Hey, man, thanks for being the man you are. Accountability for all. I'm with you, family. I'm with you.
You know who he is?
Who is that?
That's Warren Sapp.
Who?
That's Warren Sapp.
Yeah. Detained for what?
I'll take that.
Detained for what? What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? I'm listening. What am I being detained for? Please report. What am I being detained for?
Hey, we got cameras just like you got.
No, hey, is it rolling?
Yeah, everything's rolling, yeah. I got audio, video, recording.
You ain't gotta hold me that hard, brother. I'm right there. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm just standing here. Why you gotta grab me like that? What am I being detained for?
I'll explain that in a second, sir.
You know, this is affecting the arrest.
This is a detainment.
You're applying force right now.
No, I'm not.
To impede an investigation, I have to do something physical, not talk. That's a freedom of speech. That's a constitutionally protected activity. Here you go. You know this is force, right? 1983 lawsuit. Deprivation of rights under the color of law. I haven't done anything.
I asked you for your name and you did not answer.
I don't have to answer you. I don't have to answer you. I don't have to answer you.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Get back. Get back. Get back.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used as evidence against you in court. You have the right to call or obtain an attorney at this time or have one present now or any time during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, the court will appoint one for you without cost. If you decide to answer questions now, you have the right to stop answering at any time during questioning. Do you understand these rights? What is your name? I want to know who I'm speaking to.
Good citizen.
A good citizen. Okay, good.
That hadn't broken the law.
Okay, good citizen.
My name is Sergeant Ellis. I'm the road patrol supervisor. You wanted to speak to the supervisor?
I was wondering, you was outside the gas station when they drove away, right?
Yes.
How come we didn't have a conversation yet?
Because you were already in the back of a patrol car and we needed to get you out of there as quick as possible.
And that's what we came up with?
Listen, you can fill out a citizen complaint on the deputy if you choose to. And there'll be an internal investigation done on it.
Oh, yeah, you're going to investigate yourself and find nothing wrong, just like you're doing right here in front of me now. It's fine. It's cool. We're going to see what the federal court got to say about it.
Okay. You have that right.
Oh, absolutely I do. Absolutely. I see Okeechobee needs a refresher course in the Constitution, and I'll bring it to you. Okay. I promise you I will.
All right.
I promise you.
On February 24th, 2024, Super Bowl champion, NFL Defensive Player of the Year, 4 first-team All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler, Lombardi winner, first-round draft pick, and NFL Hall of Famer Warren Sapp was taking part in a charitable organization put on by the Garden of Eden Foundation, benefiting the lives of thousands of women and youth in despair. In short, hundreds of people, including celebrities and your average citizen, were driving high-end cars to support this cause. At this point, Warren Sapp noticed one of the charity participants being pulled over by police. He got out and began to record. This video includes all the body camera footage from every police officer present, including unredacted copies of the arrest affidavit and other supplemental reports. This is Warren's story. This is the body cam for Okeechobee County Sheriff's Deputy Kinerick. She's about to try and solicit a reckless driving charge, which would result in arrest of the driver. To meet the burden for this arrest, the driver would have had to be traveling in excess of 65 miles per hour. But even she admits they were only going 63. This is what prompted Warren to film.
I got you going 63. It's a 35 through town. All you guys are hauling ass down the road because you got you scamming.
Sorry,
you know what y'all are doing.
No,
yeah,
I
you
didn't
do.
know it was a speed limit.
You got your license?
Her license?
Yeah, her license too. I'm required everybody in the car.
As you can see, Deputy Kinerick is requiring driver's licenses from all occupants of the vehicle, not just the driver, but the passengers as well. This will be the first in a huge line of mistakes made by Okeechobee County Sheriff's deputies. On a traffic stop, drivers are required to present their identification, proof of insurance, and registration. However, without reasonable articulable suspicion or probable cause, the deputy doesn't have the lawful authority or ability to ask the passengers for their identification. In short, if you're a passenger in a vehicle, you don't have to provide your identification unless you've committed a crime.
So you're going 63 in a 35-mile-an-hour zone.
I apologize. We didn't realize there was a speed limit with the reduction because he was faster over there.
10-4, the blue Lamborghini right in front of you and the other one that just pulled in. These other cars, I don't know how fast they were going. Stay in the car. Stay in the car. No.
10 minutes has passed, and the crowd of 5 has now swelled to over 100 people. A civilian is about to approach the driver's side door of Deputy Caneric, and this interaction will change both of their lives forever. And that person's name is NFL legend Warren Sapp.
More than.
More than? More than?
I was getting out of the car this way. You alright?
I'm great.
You sure?
Well, I was until I got to do this.
That ain't your job?
Oh, it is my job. I'll just make it.
Deputy Caneric mutes her body cam, and almost a year later, still no one is exactly sure why. We'll pick up when audio resumes. Deputy Caneric's citation printer malfunctions, so another deputy responds to the scene, print the ticket for her, and manage the crowd. After 20 minutes, both deputies finally learn how to use a printer.
Alright, come over here. Alright, I'm giving you a citation, okay? 63 and a 35. That's unacceptable, man. That's almost double the speed limit.
Like I said, we're part of the rally. We're
I
having
understand
fun,
you can be part of the rally or you can live in town. I completely understand, but going almost double the speed limit's a little unacceptable.
No, like you said, he was a faster speed over there, and then we didn't
Well, I
realize
understand that when you come over the overpass.
Keep an eye at the back left-hand side of your screen. The 6'5", 300-pound man in the multicolored tank top watching intently is Warren Sapp.
The overpass drops from 45 to 35. I'm just educating you. 3, you can take it to court. I don't mind going to court. It's my job. All right?
Is this a point?
Yeah. If, unless you want to fight it, you're more than welcome to. All right? But it's a $248 ticket.
But this is points though, right?
Yes. But if you do the traffic school, it takes the points off. Okay?
So I have a clean license, right?
It doesn't matter. I understand
it's kind
that.
of worth
Like
at least
I
the
said,
consideration.
With the
How
amount
many of us?
With the amount of traffic, I'm trying to educate you, man. And with the amount of traffic that's coming through town,
63 is not double 35.
The law gentleman got this.
63 is what I got him on my radar. Go ahead and take it to court because it's on my body camera. Okay, but you're almost double. Okay, but you're going over the speed limit.
I got that, but you said doubling the speed limit.
Okay.
You didn't double the speed limit.
Okay, well I got him. Okay, well I got him, and I wrote for what I got was 63. Okay, so I said what I said, but I didn't write him for double, did I? I wrote him for
No,
what I
but
got.
what you're saying is incorrect.
But just for future reference, through this
You like to be correct, that's all. Facts. Hold on, I'll stop at what?
You guys have
No,
no
they do
radar.
what? You telling me to do what? What you mean, stop what?
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass serious.
Want to go to jail today?
Dead ass serious.
63, but I don't know.
Would you like to go to jail for obstruction?
How do you get me? You get me?
Obstruction is a physical thing.
Would you like to go to jail? Would you like to go to jail for obstruction?
Obstruction is a physical thing.
Would you like to go to jail?
You do know that, right?
I know the law.
Obstruction is a physical thing. What did I do that physically
You're obstructing her from doing her job.
What did I physically do? It's a physical action.
No, it's not neither.
Obstruction is a physical action.
If you don't see your
Not
name
freedom of speech. Not freedom of speech. You know, that's constitutionally protected, right? Yeah, that's right.
Alright,
What's
now
your
it's my
name,
turn.
badge
Salonte, 588.
588.
If you don't give me your name during the investigation, that's obstruction.
What's your name? What's your name and badge number?
Coon Fair, 734.
Coon Fair, 734.
Yeah.
Detain for what?
I'll take that.
Detain for what?
Now Warren Sapp's being told that he's being detained. He's placed in handcuffs for obstruction. Deputy Stelante is alleging that Warren Sapp obstructed his investigation by not providing identification. However, failing to provide identification is a secondary charge. There still needs to be reasonable articulable suspicion or probable cause that a crime has been committed to ask someone for their ID. If the deputy has probable cause, and the person they're speaking to still refuses to provide identification, at that point they can be detained or arrested for obstruction. However, Mr. Sapp committed no crimes. Aside from the First Amendment to the United States Constitution, allowing freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and the right to petition the government for your grievances. Case law from the Supreme Court, like Glick v. Kniff, allows you to record police within the capacity of their duty. That case law, or Mr. Sapp's right and ability to express free speech or free press, can't be converted into a crime. In short, filming the police or questioning them does not give them grounds to demand identification, and if you refuse, in turn, detain or arrest you.
What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? I'm listening. What am I being detained for? Please report. What am I being detained for?
We got cameras in there. You got.
No, hey, is it rolling?
Yeah, everything's rolling. Yeah. I got audio, video recording.
You ain't gotta hold me that hard, brother. I'm right here. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm just standing here. Why you gotta grab me like that? What am I being detained for?
I'll explain that in a second, sir.
You know, this is affecting the arrest.
This is a detainment.
You're applying force right now.
No, I'm not.
To impede an investigation, I have to do something physical, not talk. That's a freedom of speech. That's a constitutionally protected activity. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Everybody right here, no, you didn't. You said, do I want to go to jail? And I said, for what? So we gonna see. Still ain't answer about the detainment, sir.
You're being detained, and I'll answer that in just a second. What are you detaining?
Hold on. No, wait. This gonna be fun.
Everyone needs to
fun.
step back.
You need some tape, don't you? Here you go. You know this is force, right? 1983 lawsuit. Deprivation of rights under the color of law. I haven't done anything. Not a thing. Not exactly. Hold on. He's gonna answer that for us, right, officer?
Why are you arrested?
You know it's illegal for you to watch him do this. Yeah, I am. Right? This is force.
Watch them do it.
Absolutely. What am I being detained for?
Until I can get your name, that's what we're gonna do. You're being detained.
What am I being detained for? Hold on. You didn't explain it. What am I being detained for?
Okay, I was talking.
No, I'm asking. What am I being detained for? I can resist the unlawful arrest, but I'm not. Cause Supreme Court, I have handcuffs on me, and you haven't told me why am I being detained. Why am I being detained? I can stand right here. I'm not being detained. I'm being detained. I'm just standing here. Why would I be in the back of your car?
Because I'm surrounded by about 20, 30, 40 people.
Yeah,
It's not a safe situation.
It's a safe situation. Ain't nobody doing anything. Nobody's doing anything. I'm right here, dog. I'm right. You haven't answered me. Why am I being detained?
Because you obstructed her investigation.
That's a physical act, right? Obstructing is a physical act. I'm talking to two other officers. I don't have to answer. I don't have to answer you. I'm not getting in that car. Why am I getting in that car?
Stop resisting. Get back.
That's all I want to know. Where's the
Sit
supervisor?
down.
Can I get a supervisor?
Sit down.
Can I get a supervisor?
Sit down.
That's you?
You have anything in your pockets?
I don't search. I don't consent to any searches.
Well, you are detained.
I am being detained for what? Where's the supervisor? Please.
Stand up.
Please. No, I'm good, right? You told me to sit. You told me to sit. I'm gonna sit.
Stand up.
You told me to sit. I'm gonna sit.
Stand up.
Can you get a supervisor, please?
Stand up.
Can I get a supervisor, please?
Stand up.
Can I get a supervisor, please?
Hey, Sanchez.
Can I get a supervisor, please? Can I get a supervisor, please?
Stand up.
Brother, I don't consent to any searches.
You are detained.
For what?
Because you obstructed.
For what? I'm at. For what?
Incident to arrest.
Who?
Incident to arrest.
What is that?
Search you.
What is that? You said I'm being detained. I'm asking you, why am I being detained? Can I get a
already
supervisor?
told you why.
Why?
You
Because I didn't give you my name?
You need to give us
said
a name.
I didn't. No,
Yes,
I don't.
yes, you do.
I have the right to remain
When I ask you
silent.
to leave
Sir,
and move back, and you do not.
Sir, none of that was asked to me.
Please get in the car.
Can I get a supervisor? Can I get a supervisor? I need a supervisor because he told me I'm being detained because I didn't tell him my name.
Yes, that's obstruction.
That's
sir.
obstruction.
Obstruction is a physical
That is
act.
obstruction.
So
Obstruction is a
stand up so I can
physical
search
act.
you.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Stand up so I can search you.
Supervisor.
Stand up. Stand up. I need to stand up. All right, you're under arrest. You are under arrest.
I'm in the car. I'm already in the car.
Stand up.
I'm already in the car, sir. Can I get a
Stand
supervisor?
up. I need to search your
Can I get a
pockets.
supervisor, please? Can I get a supervisor, please? Can I get a supervisor, please? He asked me to sit in the car, so I sat.
Hi, brother. What's going on, man?
I asked him why am I being detained.
He wouldn't give me his name. That's obstruction. So,
Well, he kept coming up to me, but
so let me explain what's going on because you're the only supervisor right here. So this guy right here, we're conducting a traffic stop. He comes walking up thinking he's all big and bad. I ask him for his name. He refuses to give it to me or leave. That's it. Obstruction. Well, okay. That's it.
Y'all were playing. I couldn't fucking see y'all.
Yeah.
I was in the middle. I know. I'm like, where the fuck are you at? Oh, this shit.
580 Okeechobee. That individual's going to be 1015.
I ain't got no weapons. I told him I don't see this heavy destruction. Yeah, you can have it out. You can have it out. I don't have any weapons. I don't have any weapons.
Can't really hear you.
I don't have any weapons, sir. I don't have any weapons.
Will you just scoot in as best you can, alright?
I can sit right here. I mean, I'm not going anywhere.
You have his camera?
I gave it there.
Oh, good. That'll be evidence.
I don't have a lot of snakes in there. They may for a big guy. I ain't did nothing against the law.
That seat's annoying, sorry. I can't help it.
I did nothing for nobody.
Right. What is it? It's alright. Just let it go.
Whose car is this?
I don't know whose car this is. This is my car.
You know who he is?
Who is that?
That's Warren Sapp. Who? That's Warren Sapp.
Oh, okay, well, he wouldn't give me his name.
Yeah. That's Warren Sapp. The NFL player.
Oh, good.
Turn on your air back on. So you don't get mad.
hey, what is going on?
All right.
Let me turn my air on before he gets upset.
Huh?
Despite department policy, Bodycam is muted again. After reading the different arrest reports and supplemental affidavits, it appears this is the moment the deputies all started comparing notes to make sure they got their stories straight. Body cameras exist for two reasons: to keep officers and citizens safe, and to promote accountability and transparency. But just how transparent can you be, and how accountable can you be kept when you're colluding with other officers, deputies, and now supervisors to manufacture an incident, get your story straight, all the while keeping it from the very public you swear to protect and serve? Now we'll switch to a body camera that wasn't muted to see exactly what they were saying.
I asked him for his name because he's arguing with Ken already.
What's he driving?
I don't know.
He came with the guy in the white hat, I believe, right there. But I was issuing this guy a citation, and he wanted to argue because I said,
Obstruction, definitely.
Get him gone.
okay,
So, yeah.
all right, I'll get it.
That's what we got, obstruction.
Okay, I'll take it.
Anybody else going to jail?
No.
Nope.
All right. Get the people that's going to jail.
All right, I'm gonna take him.
All right, I'll follow you.
All right. So I got his camera.
Appreciate it, guys.
Okeechobee County Sheriff's Department policy, protocol, and procedures clearly state that if a citizen requests a supervisor and one is available, a supervisor must speak to the citizen. Now, because Deputy Stalante, in an effort to subvert justice, maintain secrecy and cover up his crimes, muted his body camera, but we were able to catch the tail end of the conversation as Deputy Canarix was still rolling, and the person authorizing the arrests was in fact the supervisor. Mr. Sapp is about to request to speak to him, and although the supervisor is only 10 feet away, he will violate department policy, protocols, and procedures and refuse to speak to Mr. Sapp. But really, what is there left to say? The law had been violated, crimes have been committed, and the only person that didn't do either is sitting handcuffed in the back of a patrol vehicle.
Excuse me.
Hold on. Ellis! Sorry. Or whoever. Do you want to speak to a supervisor? Do you want to speak to him or not?
I have to be, yeah, you're supposed to be your supervisor.
Okay. Ellis, Sarge.
You guys got what I've got?
Well, I know, but he wants to speak to you unless you want me to just take him. Sarge. No? Cool, you're just going to walk away and ignore me?
It's okay. Let's just
Take him?
Take him. I'll follow you.
He wants to speak to him in the jail.
He can talk to someone in the jail.
All right. I was instructed to take you.
Hold on,
I'm instructed to take you.
Hold on. Y'all not gonna let me speak to the supervisor?
I am instructed to take
You're not gonna
you.
let me speak to the supervisor.
696.
Now, you're not gonna let me speak to the supervisor.
I've just tried.
He's not.
Okay, I was told.
And he said what?
I was told to take
He said
you.
what?
I
No.
was told to take
And
you.
he said what?
You already spoke
What
to
is
that
my
guy.
charge?
Okay.
What is my charge? What is my charge? Please.
696 SO 11015 male. 51 to the jail. Getting mileage.
Oh my goodness. I
Getting
love
mileage.
this.
6926.
I love this. I always wondered how did y'all do this?
All right.
And I just watched it go down. Oh my goodness. Deprivations of rights. Absolutely. I am standing there. He's going to tell me obstruction. Obstruction is a physical act, man. And you know this.
Okay.
And you know this.
All right.
So now what do we do?
Well, hold on. Oh, let's not get hit by one of these cars.
What do we do?
I'm going to the jail with you right now. But listen, while I'm sitting at this red light, I'm going to read. Hey, are you okay?
I don't have a lot of room.
I'm sorry. It's very tight back there. I understand.
I don't have a lot of room back there, man.
Listen, you have the right to remain silent.
What is my charge? What am I being arrested for?
Obstruction, that's resisting. But I'm not the arresting officer.
You're
Hold
saying
on. Understand.
obstruction is resisting.
Can I explain while we're on body camera? Everything's on body camera.
I'm just asking.
Okay.
That ain't making sense to me. I'm being arrested.
Listen, I'm just the transporting officer. Let me read you your rights before I say anything. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used as evidence against you in court. You have the right to call or obtain an attorney at this time or have one present now or any time during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, the court will appoint one for you without cost. If you decide to answer questions now, you have the right to stop answering at any time during questioning. Do you understand these rights?
Yes.
Okay. Can I talk to you or do you not want to talk to me? Okay, what is your name? You don't have to tell me. I don't care. I'm just asking. I read you your Miranda rights. I want to know who I'm speaking to.
Good citizen.
A good citizen. Okay, good.
That hadn't broken the law.
Okay, good citizen.
Yeah, that hadn't broken the law.
I'm going to explain to you right now. The arresting officer is coming to the jail with me.
Baby, I just asked to speak to a supervisor.
Okay, and I understand. And
we could have avoided all of this because only thing he had to do was tell that supervisor what he had me
Absolutely,
for,
and he
he
did.
should have took the cuffs off of me and let me go.
Okay, well, he spoke to the supervisor. Okay, absolutely.
You was right there listening to it?
He was face to face with the supervisor, and it's on his body camera.
Were you there?
The arresting officer told me to take you.
So not the supervisor. So the supervisor didn't tell you to take me?
The supervisor spoke to the arresting officer, who told me to go. I am transporting you, whether you want to make a complaint.
Did not to speak to the citizen, right?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. I understand.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. 696 SOS, Delta 2, of the traffic stops, 63 and a 35.
I'm observing my government officials at work, and they arrest me for obstruction. I asked a question.
You did, and I'm just transporting you.
Give me your name. I'm not give you my name.
You don't have to, and that's fine.
That's what he arrested. That's what he grabbed me for, baby.
Okay, well, you were also arguing at that point.
Arguing what?
With me.
No. We was just having a discussion about you saying double.
Okay, and I wrote him for...
it wasn't double.
Okay.
That's all. I mean, and that was an easy discussion.
And it was, and I told you, but then you kept going. Okay? And then, hold on, and then I spoke... Well, hold on.
You can make this whatever you want to make it.
Listen, fine citizen, whatever your name is. Okay. Listen to me. Fine citizen. I was speaking to the...
Are you a law enforcement officer?
I am, absolutely.
What law did I break?
And you want to know what law I enforce? I enforced the traffic stop that I was working on. Okay. And what happened after you? Good.
You said doubling the speed.
Cool. But I wrote him for what he went. And then the arresting officer. Okay.
That you did something wrong.
I'm arguing for.
You said it wrong. That was all.
Okay. Cool. I said it wrong, but I wrote him for.
That's all. No,
okay.
That was all.
Okay. Cool.
That's all I was asking.
Okay.
I was asking my highly intelligent government official to get it right. That's all. You wrote 63. You clocked him at 63.
Absolutely.
There it is.
Absolutely, and I wrote him for that.
But you didn't say it.
Okay, I can say I'm a male, but I'm a female.
The ticket and I heard double, and I'm like, damn, he's going double.
But I wrote him for what I got him.
Sweetheart, we're having a discussion.
Absolutely.
You keep going back to that, like,
but we are.
Harping on, you wrote something
that
did not.
Okay.
That ain't what we're talking about.
All right. That's fine.
It was what you said to us
Okay.
and him.
Okay.
You did double.
Okay.
You dropped from 45 to 35.
Absolutely.
As you come here, if you know that, if you come here next time, you know.
And I informed everybody of that. All right.
Oh, good job.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay. And the officer that is doing that will be here. All right.
Did y'all stop that body cam?
This is still rolling.
No, mine.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to use that. I don't want to mess with it.
It's definitely stopped.
No.
Definitely stopped.
Come on.
I'm right behind you.
Okay. But listen, if you want to request the footage, mine's been rolling the whole
Oh,
time.
no.
No, I understand. And you've been good to me. I understand that. But I'm not the one who arrested you. Come here, bud. Right here.
I just asked what law, bro.
I know. Right there.
That's all I asked. What law?
Okay. All right.
As easy as it is.
Are you going to give me your name or no? Okay. He's not going to give a name, so put him in a cell until he wants to give you a name or fingerprint, because we're not going to do this all night. Yeah, Warren Sapp or something like that? Yeah. But if you don't want to tell me it, that's fine. No, nothing. This is a body cam from him. This is his property. My body cam's been rolling the whole time. Look, this is yours. I'm placing it right here.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right?
That's cool.
I think it's Warren Sapp or something like that. I know y'all got it. He's fine with me. He's good. Obstruction. It's gonna be 5. It's gonna be Satalante's. It's gonna be Satalante's.
Yeah, I heard the chat earlier. We had to throw a bunch of people in cells.
Mr. Sapp has now been processed and booked into the Okeechobee County Detention Facility. The supervisor, who moments before was less than 10 feet away from Mr. Sapp, has rushed to the facility to speak to him, only after finding out who he was, knowing that they just made a huge error in judgment, after violating the rights and arresting the very man who had won them a Super Bowl 2 decades earlier. Fame can be a funny thing, especially if that's an attribute belonging to a person whose rights you violated and you've just illegally arrested.
Hey. You want to bring it over here?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's being recorded.
Oh, no, I was just making sure.
My name is Sergeant Ellis. I'm the road patrol supervisor. You wanted to speak to the supervisor?
I was wondering, you was outside the gas station when they drove away, right?
Yes.
How come we didn't have a conversation then?
Because you were already in the back of a patrol car and we needed to get you out of there as quick as possible.
And that's what we came up with?
That's what happened.
Okay.
Whenever there's a situation like that, we try to clear the area as quick as possible.
Because?
Because there's a large group of people there and it could turn dangerous.
It was peaceful. We were peacefully assembled.
At that point.
Well, your officer had been there for 15 minutes writing a ticket.
Well, the officer was screaming for backup too, so we went.
I got that part, so now, with my situation.
You asked to speak to the supervisor, so I'm here. What
So
would you,
I'm asking.
what would you like to know?
What was I? What am I here for?
You're being arrested for obstruction.
That's a physical act, right?
No. It's impeding an investigation. It could be physical, it could be refusing to leave, it could be continue to interject yourself into an investigation that's being done on a separate situation.
Wasn't an investigation, it was a ticket being written, right?
It was a traffic investigation.
So after you hand the person the ticket, the traffic stop is effectively over?
Well, the deputy was still talking.
No, I was asking, after you hand the ticket to the man, the is effectively over? The stop is over?
It depends.
I'm asking.
If the ticket is being explained to the individual who has the physical ticket in his hands, then no, it's not good.
So the explaining would be coming over the top of the hill at 45 and it drops to 35, whatever else. Ticket's in his hand, he's folding it up, the stop isn't over?
Whatever the explanation is.
No, I'm just asking.
I'm telling you.
Why he's folding it up?
Mr. Sapp, I'm not going to argue with you.
Oh, no, definitely not going to argue with you.
You'll
I'm just asking.
have your day in court. I understand that. So.
Oh, no, because I just had my rights violated. Your officer said to me, do you want to go to jail? First thing he said out of his mouth to me. I said, excuse me? What's your name? So I laughed. Because I do have a right to remain silent, right? I have the right, Fourth and Fifth Amendment, right?
Yes, you absolutely have a right to remain silent. But you don't have the right to interject yourself into an investigation.
Interject myself?
Yeah, were you in the vehicle that had been stopped?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So what purpose were you in that traffic stop?
I wasn't in the traffic stop. The traffic stop was over.
The traffic stop was still being conducted.
The traffic stop was over. She hadn't handed him the ticket. The lady that was doing the stop was here. Eagle Man was here. There was another officer here. I was here. I said to the other officer that didn't arrest me, I said, how fast was he going? He said, I don't know, it's not my stop. I said, you know what, it's right. So I walked over and looked at the ticket because the lady said that he was doing double the speed limit. And I was like, that's pretty fast. I don't think he was going that fast just then. And he wasn't going double. So I just asked, I was like, we just want you to be factual, man. You have the speed right there. There's no reason to say the man was going double when he wasn't. And that's when I got his attention. You shut up. I don't have my First Amendment right is free speech and doesn't work in Okeechobee?
Yes, you have the right for freedom of speech. Once the ticket was explained to them and he leaves, that's when the traffic stop's over.
He wasn't in the traffic stop.
The guy that had the ticket in his hands?
No, the officer with me. He
was back up to the officer that was there conducting the traffic stop.
The traffic stop was over.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to argue semantics.
No, there ain't no semantics. I mean, his body cam was on and everything, right?
Correct.
That's all I need. All the officers that was there, body cam and all that good stuff. And
yeah, it'll all be in there. And,
1983 deprivation of rights, my first, my fourth, and my fifth.
Yes, sir. And you're more than willing.
And I really don't know how me and you couldn't have had this conversation with all those officers. You had SWAT sergeant there too.
The SWAT sergeant?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yes. That's who patted me down. Yeah, SWAT. 3 badges on his arm. 3 straps on his arm. Sergeant, he said, you have to speak to one of theirs because I'm not. I said.
Oh, that was a city sergeant. That wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's another sergeant.
That wasn't SWAT.
He had SWAT on there. He had SWAT on this thing.
Oh. He might have been a member of a SWAT team. I don't know. But he wasn't Okeechobee County Sheriff's Office.
So you are backing up what your officer did today?
I have yet to view the video of it. So.
I just told you what happened.
Okay. There's 2 sides to every story, sir.
No, then the camera. Then the camera.
And there was a bunch of cameras out there.
Because when I got ready to start recording with my body cam, they snatched that.
Okay.
That'd be a bang violation, wouldn't it? Power restraint, stopping me from recording. Because there was no reason to put me in handcuffs. I hadn't done anything.
Well, I wasn't there at that time, so I don't know how you ended up.
No, I'm just standing there.
I don't know. All I know is
I watched the other 2 officers sitting there so peaceful and calm. Say, really? You just gonna allow this to happen? I haven't done anything.
Okay.
He asked me my name, and I don't have to tell him my name.
Sir, if you feel like your rights have been violated.
Oh no, it's going down. Don't worry about it. I heard you. I heard you. You didn't want to speak to me at the scene. Let him drive off without it.
Listen, you can fill out a citizen complaint on the deputy if you choose to. And there'll be an internal investigation done on it.
Yeah, you want to investigate yourself and find nothing wrong, just like you're doing right here in front of me now. It's fine. It's cool. We're going to see what the federal court got to say about it.
Okay. You have that right.
Oh, absolutely I do. Absolutely.
Any other questions I can ask or answer for you?
I'm glad you finally got around to having a conversation with somebody that was just unlawfully arrested. And the cop got back out and started yelling at you to come back, and you still didn't come.
What is, I say that again?
The lady officer got back out and started yelling, Ellis.
Lady officer?
Yeah, the one that drove me here. That's who wrote the ticket. There's a lady officer. You don't even know that?
Yeah, I know who wrote you the ticket, but I didn't hear anything.
Right, me the ticket? I didn't get
I'm
the
sorry,
ticket written.
I know the person.
I wasn't riding in the car, and they identified the passenger.
I know the person who wrote the ticket, but I don't know who was hollering for me to come talk to him.
The person that drove me here.
Yeah,
He didn't even look at it.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't even look at it.
There were so many people out there
You
going
didn't even
on.
look at it.
There were so many people going on.
You didn't even look at it.
No, I didn't.
Classic.
Okay. Anything else you need to know?
Oh no, I'm good. You got your business card?
Sure.
Please. Thank you.
Okay. It shouldn't be much longer, by the way.
I shouldn't even be here, Mr. Ellis, but I see Okeechobee needs a refresher course in the Constitution, and I'll bring it to you.
Okay.
I promise you I will.
All right.
I promise you.
You can put him back.
Who's your supervisor, Ellis?
What's that?
Who's your supervisor?
My supervisor?
The lieutenant? The LT?
Yeah, Lieutenant Lowe.
Is he around?
Yeah, he's working.
Could you give him a call? Give him a call for me, please?
Would you like to speak to him?
Yes, I would.
Okay. I'll let him know.
Sure would like to speak to Mr. Lowe while I'm sitting here in the place. Come on now. What's up, bro? Hey, bro. I'm good. Where you going?
In his arrest affidavit, Deputy Stelante states, as the unidentified black male continued to verbally argue with Deputy Sheriff Skinerick, this caused Deputy Sheriff Skinerick to turn her attention away from the driver and the traffic stop. I interjected and ordered the unidentified black male to stop. I informed him how what he was doing was obstructing Skinerick's traffic stop, to which he stated obstruction is a physical thing, and he believed he was not obstructing anything. I asked the unidentified black male if he would like to go to jail for obstruction, to which he continued to try and explain to me how obstruction is a physical thing and a physical action. The unidentified black male stated he did not need to stop and that it was freedom of speech. I then turned my attention fully towards the unidentified black male, who at this time was becoming verbally aggressive, asking me for my name and badge number, to which I provided him with that information. I explained to him several times how his actions were an act of obstruction. I asked the unidentified black male for his name, and he turned to me and responded with, "He does not answer questions," and he refused to tell me who he was. At this time, I informed the unidentified black male to place his hands behind his back, and as I placed wrist restraints on him, I explained to him several times how he was being detained and the reason for the detainment. It should be noted, as this incident was taking place, we were surrounded by approximately 50 to 100 people, with some holding up cameras and cell phones, recording the events that took place. A decision was made to put the unidentified black male in the back of a patrol vehicle due to the large crowd getting agitated at the site of the arrest. Warren Carlos Sapp was placed under arrest for the following criminal charge: obstruction without violence. Bond is set at $750. There is no further information at this time. End of report. I first covered this story almost 6 months ago, posting Warren Sapp's personal cell phone footage after he reached out to me. I spent hours talking to Mr. Sapp, learning the ins and outs of his life and this story in particular. And once I released it, it went viral, and everyone started to take notice. From small YouTube channels to major news outlets. Everyone started taking notice, and people had more and more questions, like radio, podcast host, and TV personality Andy Slater. He writes, "Good afternoon, Mr. Nash. I reviewed a video of your deputies arresting Warren Sapp on Saturday afternoon. From my viewing of the video, it appears that one of the deputies had already handed the person in the traffic stop the citation, and then moments after that, Sapp is being told he's obstructing an investigation and is then arrested. Does the department have any comment on this arrest, and how it may have happened after the traffic stop/investigation was already concluded? Any comments would help to include in my reporting. Thank you, Andy Slater." And the Okeechobee County Sheriff's Department being viral for the violation of Mr. Sapp's rights wasn't the end of this issue. In fact, it was only the beginning, as Mr. Sapp has sued the Okeechobee County Sheriff's Department for a whopping $20 million, $5.75 million for estimated future medical expenses, $5 million for loss of wages, and $9 million for aggregate damages. From playing at the highest level of collegiate football, to breaking records and reframing history in the National Football League, Warren Sapp has lived a life dedicated to the service of his friends, his family, his community, and in this video's instance, charitable organizations. He's dedicated his life to the enrichment of others. In fact, right now he's a coach for Colorado's University Boulder, where he coaches alongside Deion Sanders, and he continues to impart his wisdom of football, racial equity, and the inalienable rights of Americans to the youth that he both coaches and mentors. For all intents and purposes, he has been a pillar of our community. And at a charity rally, raising money for people that need it most, he was profiled for the color of his skin. His First, Fourth, Fifth, and 14th Amendment rights were violated, as police officers, deputies, and supervisors colluded to cover up their crimes. It should be noted that after Mr. Sapp left the Okeechobee County Detention Facility, all charges were dropped. More on this story to come. And we thank Mr. Sapp and folks like him that are willing to use their resources and their social standing and position to fight injustice wherever they may see it. But that begs the question, if this could happen to a first-round draft pick, Lombardi winner, All-Pro, and Super Bowl champion with the financial resources to fight it, imagine what could happen to a Joe Schmo like me, or like you, or for someone whose skin color might be different than mine. Those people's story we might not be watching, because we may not have even known it had ever happened. And for those of you out there that I'm talking about right now, Mr. Sapp has dedicated his time and his resources, as have I, to finding every victim and to exposing the Okeechobee County Sheriff's Department in Florida for the crimes they've committed against the community they've swore to protect. And in the coming weeks, at the invitation of my good friend Warren Sapp, I'll be flying to Florida, so Warren and I can finally sit down and talk about what police accountability should really mean. And until next time, that's the reason I stopped you today.